Welcome to another episode of Cocktails with Carly and Toks, OGun. I am Cocktails with Carly.
And you already know I'm Toks, OGun.
Hey, Toks, we got
Every
a
week,
guest.
hey.
We got somebody in the house tonight. Welcome to the show, Mr. Smarts.
You know the vibes. Bless your heart.
Hey,
It's your boy Smarts. What's up? What we doing? What's up?
Hey,
How's it
Smarts?
going?
What's going on?
I'm happy to be a part of
Yes.
part of the vibes, part of the cocktails. Part
Yes. How you enjoying your cocktail?
Of Actually, this is hitting right now.
It's bussin'?
Bartenders, when I come to the spot, this is what I want my drink to taste like.
Who's the bartender? I'm just asking for a friend.
I mean, it was this girl named Carly.
Hey.
You know, she was pretty cool. She came through. She came
Yeah,
through
she
with the
alright.
leopards.
She do a little bit.
She roared over the drink one time.
She all right.
Bless your hearts. I love it.
I mean, this is what we do on Cocktails with Carly and Toks, OGun. Toks, how was your week?
My week's been good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You looking like money today.
Might look like money every day.
Oh, shit. Let me tell y'all something.
Hey, just let it be known. You know.
Just let it be known.
But it's been a good week.
Okay, that's fair. So, Smarts, where'd you get your name from? Because I know that people are probably like, what is this smart stuff?
That's actually, the dopest part about that is my real last name is Smart.
Hey.
And I feel like, I'm a very family-based person. I'm a very, I rock for my family hard as hell. So I feel like I'm okay with carrying our name.
I love it. That's
You
dope.
know what I'm saying? We gonna rock. And that's what we do.
There's a lot
baby.
in the name.
Yes, a lot in the name.
And
okay.
they gonna remember the Smart name for
a long time.
decades, hundreds of millions of years.
So why are they going to remember the name? What is so special about carrying on this name and what you do?
It's dope because, one, I come from a really dope family.
You do.
So
You
my
do.
family's extremely dope. It's like, damn. It's like,
It's like, whoa.
We're like the Huxleys. We're pretty cool. My mom's pretty dope. My dad's pretty dope.
All
My
right.
sister's pretty strong. My brother's celebrity chef Joe. I have another little brother who's.
Who? I've never heard of Joe. What?
I mean, I think y'all might have heard of him. He's one of the hottest chefs in the city.
He's
you know
pretty
what I'm saying?
dope. I mean,
But,
he the lobster king.
Shout out to the gang.
Shout
you know
out,
what I'm saying?
shout out to the gang in the back.
The Rasta pasta, right?
He does
Yeah,
the
he was
Rasta
supposed to do
pasta.
Rasta
I don't-
pasta for us.
Pasta.
I don't know if y'all had the
I
Gouda
still
mac and
ain't tried
cheese.
it.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
Did I hit a spot?
Yeah.
So
We're going to have to talk to him. We're going to have to, yeah.
I hit a spot.
can you get that with lobster? So it's lobster mac and Gouda?
It's damn. Did I hit a spot?
Yeah, hit a spot.
I
You
did.
know what? We're planning Taco Tuesday, so why don't he just bring it on Taco motherfucking Tuesday?
For a
Chef
fact.
Joe
You
in
bring the
motherfucking
cocktails.
bag.
I'm gonna make sure I hit my brother, man. We're gonna make sure we got the fresh Gouda mac and cheese,
I
the
love
seafood
it.
mac and cheese. But yeah, so my whole family, we kind of do our thing. We all have our own lanes.
Yes.
We all have our own energies, our own
I love
personalities.
it.
But you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where it is. You know what I'm saying? So for me personally, I really feel like my first album was named after my family.
Okay.
It was called 969. It was based
So
off.
you're an artist.
Yes, I do R&B music. We're going to bring the sexy back.
Ooh,
I was
like
a producer
that.
for a long time, and I was in a group. Shout out to my partner, Money, who I was in a group with.
Hey,
We were-
Money.
Yeah, we were rappers
some
for
money?
a long time. Money, he paid.
Okay.
But
So you rap and sing?
I used to snap. I called it snapping. I used to sing rap.
How does that sound?
It's pretty dope. Go check it out.
No,
It's,
you let us know how is it.
It's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's actually pretty dope. It's
I feel like almost everybody got to sing and rap nowadays.
Yeah, see, nowadays
to.
music is about being melodic.
Right.
It's also about kind of keeping the thought process of what's happening now. So that's
Right.
what everybody wants their music to be about.
Right.
For me personally, my music is more about, I'm very melodic. I come from a musical background, you know what I'm saying? I played mad instruments. We grew up in a household where
Right.
on Sunday, my parents are pastors, so we had no choice. Me and my brother had to play every Sunday, the whole service. We had to come on Thursday, play for that service.
Oof.
We
Oh,
played
dope.
for
I know
mad
how that
churches,
is.
but it was a cheat code.
What'd y'all play?
Everything. Some weeks it would be the keys. If we got tired of playing the keys, I would have to go play the keys for 2 songs. My brother would play the drums.
I have a question. Did anybody play the tambourine? I'm just asking.
All of us were actually talented. So in that case, none of us really, you know what I'm saying? We never really.
Okay, then I got another question. So, do y'all have the type of church where people, where they do like the praise, where people be running around and shit?
They feel the Holy Ghost.
So you know what's funny? I was the drummer, right?
Oh, I thought you were about to say
So-
he was the runner.
No, so
I
look,
was-
this is the funniest part. And anybody that goes to church or is a musician or
Right.
anything like that, they know that the drummer can literally take advantage of the
Oh,
whole
he
church.
can take
Oh,
it
you
to
already
another
know.
I
level.
You
can
already
be
know.
bored and be like,
Oh, you
Hey.
about
that
to get
right
the
there,
runners going?
that right there, you gonna see 3 old ladies come down the joint and just hold the pew, and their feet gonna start going.
Yep.
Their hand
And then
gonna
I
get
know
up.
you get ignorant
Yep.
with it too.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
And
okay.
then, because then there goes my brother right on the keys. Boom, 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 boom.
Doom, 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 doom.
Now we sitting here
And be
and
like,
we
And then when you get the pastor going, that's where it's just
And
really
then the
like,
voice starts to
See,
change.
All right, so look, this is the crazy thing. I played for a church, right? and literally, so the pastor was a drummer.
Okay.
I played the drums. I got paid to do nothing because the pastor would kick me off the drums every service.
And get on there and
every
just start
service.
cutting it.
I'm talking about. I would start playing 2 notes, and he would be like, hey, "Come here, let me show you something."
And
I'm
he
like,
just-
bro, ain't you preaching? Don't you gotta preach?
he like,
Are
nah.
you, bruh? He already done sweated out 3 of his church shirts, playing the drums instead of
Because
letting
he
me.
really wanted to be a drummer.
That's what he should have been. Then you should have been a drummer,
But
not
he
a
wanted
pastor.
to be a pastor too.
He wanted to be
You,
better.
but you just can't be. You could be a pastor and a singer,
I
but
didn't
you
mind.
can't be the pastor and the drummer.
I didn't mind only because we're still gonna get paid.
Exactly.
Praise the Lord.
Praise.
And no, and,
Call
and
me
I,
pastor offering.
and I asked that because I played for a church for a little period of time.
What did you play?
Guitar.
Oh, word?
What?
Yeah, because I'm a guitar player.
Okay,
Word.
Lenny
So,
You
Kravitz.
play bass or guitar?
No, like guitar.
Oh, word. That's dope.
You
So-
still play now?
Not as much.
We're
just
gonna
'cause
have to book you.
I'm about to say, I should have brought my guitar. We should have did a little
Right,
live
a little
show.
session.
we might have
for
to
the show.
do a little.
That's dope.
No,
That's
but
dope.
when I played for that church, it was the first time that I got to experience that, like the whole people falling out and all of that. So I'm just
Did you stop
I
playing
grew up with
when they
that. I
started?
grew up. Like, and that's one thing I appreciate about my parents' churches. They weren't like big on like the hooper, but like I've caught the Holy Ghost before. I've never hit a run down the aisle, but
Yeah.
I felt the
presence
yeah,
of
the
it,
presence
yeah.
of the Spirit.
Yeah. You can feel it in the
Yeah,
atmosphere.
yeah.
I had the fake catch the Holy Ghost one time
What?
because
How you fake caught it?
because the
Please
pastor
video this shit in the back.
no the pastor he brought up all the band and you know how they be putting hands on people
Oh no.
and I really wasn't feeling it but I didn't want him to be embarrassed so he did the hand
So he
thing and I
touched
was
you,
just like
and you
nah,
hit the
I was just
you hit the Jesus take the
No,
wheel.
he was being stubborn with
nah,
it, and he was
I
like,
just did the slink and then just like lay down
He just laid down.
for like a couple minutes and then went back to the stand and like keep playing the
so
guitar.
you
but I was
laid
like-
down with the side eye.
He was like,
you-
yeah,
he
yeah.
laid down gently.
He said, I'm gonna just take one for the team, y'all.
one
I'm gonna
for
just
the
lay this.
team.
I'm gonna just lay down. He laid hands on me. I gotta lay
Did you
down.
act like you were asleep too?
just for like 30 seconds.
Oh my! So how did you get up? Like, is it time?
I kept one eye open. I was just
Oh,
like,
my
all right,
God.
Is it time to go
He was
back
over there
in?
like, he was like, is the drummer get up yet?
Did
Yeah.
the music stop?
Did the drummer get up yet?
If the drummer got up, all right.
If the
it's
drummer
safe-
got
it's
up,
safe
I
to
can get up because
I
that
can get
means
up.
he the biggest sinner.
You know somebody in the back saw that, and they was like, "This nigga." Right?
Yo, that's
No,
hilarious.
I think it was appreciated. You know, what I'm
That's
saying?
They
hilarious.
said, "Okay, he fell in line. Good.
Yeah, he fell in
okay,
line,
so
you know what I'm
get
saying?
to keep your job as the guitarist.
You get to play next Sunday.
Right, but part of what I learned from that experience is that the show, so to speak, is sometimes bigger than how you feel. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think even coming from a religious, extremely religious household, like my parents, like I told you, both my parents are pastors. I grew up when we came out of my mother. We came to church before we went home, so I grew up with that. But I'm personally, as a growing man, I'm more of a spiritual person. My connection is straight to God. Like I'm going straight
I
to the
can
plug.
respect that. I feel the same way.
Yeah, I'm not really into.
I mean, I can appreciate
you know.
like the praise and worship.
Yeah,
but
I love it.
sometimes I'm like, okay, can we get to the word?
Yeah, no, for real. And
Or-
for me
yeah.
personally, it's
Like-
and because I think I'm a musician.
Yeah.
Certain music does speak to me. Right?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
can. It
I'll agree with that.
it brings my whole.
You know what
energy
song gets to
level.
me? And I
Never
just
would've made
wanna praise you forever.
Oh, that's my joint. See,
Okay.
boom,
Forever
boom. See, that's the
and ever.
See, that
Oh
was the symbol.
man.
Let
Let me tell you.
Look, that's that right there. See,
See, when I was
look.
Adventist, we used to go and play to
Was
pay
you
our
7-day
tithes.
Adventist, or you look like you only went 5 days?
Right.
No,
Adventist.
I went to.
The
I
whole
was,
7 days.
You went the whole.
Yeah, when I was married, I washed my husband's feet and everything.
Damn.
Yeah.
See, that's love.
Where did they find them at?
Yeah.
She right here.
I ain't had my toes
She
washed.
ready.
I know.
But it's
Since
a.
Ming Lee
It's
did
a. What?
Ming Lee, she does my feet.
Shout out to Ling Ling.
Yeah, she's my
So
baby.
it's like you have to understand. You have to get past the aspect of the social aspect of it and what people will think, and you have to look at it from a spiritual standpoint. That this is my husband. We're in a spiritual realm together. I have to wash his feet. It's of the Bible. It's of our religion. It's of our beliefs. We
need to bring that back.
That's what I be trying to bring back.
Yeah.
That's what I be trying to bring back, and I be trying to tell people, like, it's okay to be, and it's not a submissive thing. Like, people like to put really bad, like, daggers on being submissive.
Nothing wrong.
You don't think women should be submissive to their men?
I think that, so I'm going to say this, so you guys got to let me finish with this, because it'll take. So I do believe that women should be submissive to their men.
Should be.
No, they should be.
Okay.
Period. I do also believe that there's a certain type of woman and there's a certain type of man that can appreciate that. So, like, for me, as I was explaining to a friend this evening, we were having really deep conversations, which I tend to have these really, really good, deep conversations with my friends. Shout out to them. But I can't allow somebody to lead me that can't be a man in his own right. So it's hard to be a submissive woman to a man that don't have it together, or you pulling up your pants trying to figure it out, No, I need you to have found a foundation and your feet planted in order for me to be submissive. So I think what happens is a lot of guys are asking for women to be submissive, but the problem is they don't even have a foundation to allow somebody to be able to lead someone for submission.
Well,
and let the church say amen.
No. Before the church says amen,
says the man that faith falls out.
No, but I think what sometimes men are asking for is that if you pick me, then submit to me. Don't pick me and then decide whether you're going to be submissive or not.
So that's fair.
If you can't submit, then don't pick me.
So that's fair, but you also have to remember, dudes people finagle the bagel. They have this whole facade and
what? Say that again. Finagle
me on my little
the bagel. Wow.
They finagle the bagel. What they do is they dance around. They have this veneer. A lot of people, both men and women, have
really
this
good
veneer.
Words.
Thank you.
You should be a songwriter.
Really?
Yeah,
Put me on.
I got you.
Put
Let's
me
work.
on. Put me in, coach. So it's one of those things where it's like everybody has this veneer, but then everybody wants something real, but you're not being real. And I think that what's happening even right now as it relates to dating, we're seeing a lot of men, like women were fed up, but not a lot of men are fed up too.
Yeah. Do you know what we deal with?
Right.
Yeah, I see it.
Do you honestly know what we deal
media.
with? Like, I literally just the other day had a female tell me how we should bring all of this to the table. We should do all of this, which my mother grew us up to be men. We are men,
you guys have a solid
110%.
family. I know your family.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even play that. Like, you're not going to tell me you need something 10 times and don't think I'm going to offer it at least 5.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
what type of woman are you?
pause. Wait, what?
Not you.
What?
Not you.
I'm not every woman. Nah, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not all in you.
Yeah, no.
No, I'm saying from a woman.
Pause. OD.
Pause. Time
From
out.
from a woman's standpoint.
Time out. Ref.
I was saying, what type of woman are you requesting this from a man? Like, are you willing
Yeah,
to
see,
be...
but that's the thing. That's 90% of the women. Think about this, right?
Damn, that's a
See,
huge
think
percentage.
Think about the percentage, right? Just off percents. We are in Atlanta, right? I come from New York where women are very thorough. Women are very in your face. They're going to tell you how they feel. They're going to tell you what they want. If you don't provide it, they're going to tell you. They're going to the next dude. They're going to tell you that.
What do they do here?
They're not going to tell you. They're going to see how much. It's all right. What I think I learned being here is it's more about what you can do for me, not how much I actually love you or how much I actually like you. It's like, okay, I don't even like this dude, but I'm going to let him take me on 5 dates to 5 different spots that I've never been to.
I don't have time
Why?
for that.
Because, but most girls,
I'm
you
not
actually
gonna
have
sit
something
across-
going on.
I'm not going to sit across the table from somebody that I don't find attractive. I don't like. The conversation's whack. Their nails are dirty.
But you're different.
But
and
We're talking about
for a lobster
a
dinner,
small percentage.
But I think the key is that if the ambiance is lit, then who does it matter who's sitting across?
You know what I'm saying? When it's dark.
Right. When it's dark.
You still
And
got-
think
The
about
music's
this.
vibing.
Think about this. How many females, right? And this is a perfect example. How many females do you watch their Instagram and never see who's actually sitting across from
Well,
you?
I do that sometimes.
Okay. So then maybe you just don't want that dude to be seen.
Well, I just don't want everybody
There's-
in my business.
Yeah, I get that, but you can at least show his arm, show his hand, show something.
So somebody can
Most
say,
females,
whose hand is that?
Yeah, let them ask.
Well, what it comes across as is that you want to flex on the lifestyle and be able
And
to
not
You don't want
flex
to
the
let
person.
who's paying
be
for
able
the
to-
lifestyle.
No, but and be able to swap out the person without
At any means, by any means necessary.
right without it messing up your story.
I'm sorry, guys do the same thing.
We do, but we're honest about it. I tell every girl, you know who you're dealing with. I'm me. I'm smarts. Bless your heart. If you want to deal with me, this is what I come with. This is what I want. If you can't provide it, guess what? I'm 1 to 40.
Are you
lose.
into committed relationships?
I'm in a commit. I will be in a committed.
There's one of me.
There's
Melanie
one of
Yard.
me only.
There's only one of me. I'm gonna meet another you. Why?
Ooh.
Because there will always. I always know that one. I learn from the people I deal with. So
Okay.
if it's good or bad, I'm always learn from that situation. I would love to be in a committed relationship with someone that was open enough to understand that me as a man, I do have a very large appetite for.
What does that mean?
Carl, you know what that means.
Oh my God! Don't
You
do
ever been to a
this.
buffet and you say, I don't know what I want to eat? There's a bunch of things on this thing. I think I might eat them all.
Oh, we
Bless
got
your
another
heart.
one of those on the show.
Bless your heart. You know what I'm saying?
So what you're saying is, for the people that may not be able to read through the lines, such as myself, but I'm going to
Okay.
take a stab at this.
Okay.
You are interested in being in committed relationships, but you want multiple options.
No, I want my one woman to be my ride or die, my queen, my everything, right? But also understand, like, you know what, babe? She does seem like she might be a little enjoyable for us tonight.
So
about-
you
how
want to
about-
have
how about we-
semi-open relationship?
No, because
on your
I
own
don't.
terms.
I want it to be on our terms. I want my
So you
female
want her
to
to
like
be
what I like.
okay. Okay, you want her to like what you like.
Yeah, I want because I'm gonna like the things she likes.
What
There's
if she
certain
likes
things
just one man?
she is only gonna get one.
And
man.
what if she wants her man to be with one woman?
What, one other woman? is like one other woman, right? Like my
So is this,
my wife
is this
and then another.
polyamorous or is it polygamy?
Well, you broke it
Yeah.
down to me, so
Yeah, so
break it down for the people that don't know.
for the people that don't know, polyamory, that means God could do whatever he wants within whatever y'all agree on, and the female can do whatever she wants. So if she wants to date multiple dudes, fuck multiple dudes, excuse my language, but y'all grown folks, so y'all already know what it is. Then polygamy is where the guy's allowed to see multiple women, maybe have multiple wives, but the women are not.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I feel like, all right, think about this. What, just from a natural thought, when we go back 100, 200 years, 300 years, our kings always, even in Africa still to this day, they have multiple wives, right? It was actually a more European way of thinking to have one wife. And in Africa, they actually have multiple wives. It's actually accepted. Why? Because most of the men out there are considered in a kingship.
This is what I have a problem with. Us Westerners want to politely and conveniently adapt, the African beliefs of like, oh, in relationships.
Why can't we?
Like, no.
Why can't we?
Because there's different, you can't, and Toks help me with, because I don't want to sound ignorant here, but like in Africa and other parts of the country, that is accepted. It is a part of their lifestyle,
Yeah.
right? It is a part that's okay. It's not against the law. It's against the law here in America for you to marry multiple women.
Why?
Because that's just the way it's. That's how it is. Just like you can't drive on the opposite side of the road because it's against the law. I don't ask why.
There's
True. Now, I just think that personally, I don't want to have. Now, let me clear that up, all right? I don't want multiple wives. I don't want to have multiple queens in my life. I want one woman that is my everything.
She's your foundation.
She's the whole foundation of everything.
So
I want to
what-
be in love with one woman.
So if you have that, so is it a sexual thing?
Okay, so I don't know how to necessarily put this in a natural way, but just me, I'm not speaking for all men, but
That's
me
fair.
as a man, it would be very hard for me right now in the place that I'm in my life to say, you know what, babe, honestly, I'm never going to look at another woman. I'm never going to try to, do that. Or do I honestly say to myself, you know what, I'm not in that place right now, but I love you so much that I want to be open enough with you on who I am, and hopefully you accept it enough to say, because there might be some things that my woman does that I can't stand. It might be I've dated
But
women.
that's the part of being in a relationship with one person, and you're being your foundation.
Yeah.
I think there is capabilities of people finding that one person, their person, and creating an amazing life with them. I think the problem is there's just so many options, and people want to be so sexually explorative.
I get that.
To where it's taking away from the foundation of the black home.
Well, that's why I also say I don't want a multiple wives. I want my queen, I want my wife. Now, if me and my wife are in Vegas, or me and my wife are in Dubai somewhere on vacation, and she's like,
So a recreational
she's
thing.
like, damn, babe, you see that? It's no problem if she goes and be like, yeah, you know what? I think my husband might like you.
So my
fair.
challenge with, I feel like there's a Western way that we are trying to do polygamy or polyamory through the back door, so to speak.
That's exactly where it is.
And the reason why I say that is that in the traditional way that it's done, it's you can have multiple wives, but you're still encouraged to have wives, right? Because when you have multiple wives, you're essentially saying that you are taken off the market because you are in a committed relationship
Right.
with a man who has multiple wives. Let's say he has 4 wives, right? So the 4 of y'all are taken off the market, y'all are here. But kind of the way that we're practicing a little bit is that where you can have your queen, but then y'all can have sex with a female who is just kind of like there, right? Challenge with that is that that female is not taken off the market. She's let's
She's
say
still
used,
there.
she's used for sexual gratification.
She's
so to
yeah,
speak.
it is.
Right. So which might be okay in the short run for her, but is not okay in the long run. In the long run, she still needs to find a partner and be taken off the market.
Yeah. And what if this woman is deciding, like, you know what? I'll be your fun. How do you compensate her? And then another thing does she get to have sex with other people?
Well, she gets compensated by the pleasure.
The
Oh,
action.
please, no. In this day and age, these women, if you're a married man and you're doing sexual favors, I mean, we've seen
But
this
no, I'm
time
not
and
doing
time.
sexual favors outside of me and my wife.
No, I mean,
If I'm married.
she's doing you a sexual favor.
No, we're doing her a favor. You ours for tonight. You whatever my wife wants you to do, bless your heart.
Yeah. And you're
That's how
doing it,
this is
doing it
going.
because you want to.
Because
and
you want
because
to.
You
Well, there
like
is
it.
free will.
There's
Definitely.
but
But
the free will should be wanting to pleasure, because that's me being the person I am. Is like I just want to pleasure my wife. So if I'm going to have a relationship that's open enough to do this, I have to make sure that one, my wife feels very comfortable. She
What
has
if
to be
she's
the
not?
Then I don't think that this would even be a conversation.
Yeah, because it's probably not his wife.
So you would cover grounds before you got married.
I covered grounds before my first date. I'm not.
This is me.
I am me all the time. Like I tell women, hey, you know, okay, I'm very open on who I am. This is my thought process. This is what I believe in. This is what I provide. This is what I bring to the table. Now, what do you? What do you like? What do you provide? What do you bring to the table? And I usually have that conversation within the first. If I'm meeting a female, maybe at the bar, maybe we might not talk about
So
that.
how many of your friends believe in that same type of lifestyle? Oh. You
It was
do.
the hands. It was the hands. The hands. Nobody seen the hands, but the hands. The hands.
The hands
okay?
went up. The hands went
The
up.
hands went up. We're gonna like honestly, and
You
okay,
guys are
and
not going to find anybody and wear matching pajamas in the holidays, okay? So when I have my Christmas card with my matching pajamas,
That's actually.
be with your singles.
no,
but that's actually untrue.
because this is the thing.
You can definitely. You can.
I was gonna say,
can-
I'm finna have all. I'm gonna, and now don't get it twisted. When my wife is my wife, no, there ain't gonna be no other women here at Christmas. But when we're
What are these
building,
women? You don't think these women get sick of being used as sexual favors? What
do
if
you
she
not
wants
think
to,
men get used as being used for your rent payment and your card note and your
like
insurance? No, they don't. No man.
just stop paying the rent?
No
you're,
man-
You're at free will.
No man wants to feel like he's being used for something. Men are now fed up. Why are
Yes.
men fed up now? Why?
Because the tables have turned and they want-
no,
some of
the
them wanna
tables
settle
haven't
down.
turned. It's just the positions turning. Now, dudes, one, there's a lot more money out in the world right now for people to get, right?
Well, women are also making them more than men.
But women ain't spending it.
again in the back. Security again.
It's
I
a
heard the
fact.
claps in the back.
It's a fact. Women aren't. Think about this, right? And you're a successful woman, right?
Thank you. Yes, I am.
You know, you're very beautiful. You're very successful. You do
Thank
your
you.
thing. You Carl. You know what I'm saying? Now think about this. Realistically, when was the last time you went out on a date and you paid for something?
Why y'all like to do this kind of shit to
Realistically,
me on my own damn show?
I'm just asking you a realistic
In my
question.
own
It's just a
home.
A
question.
realistic
You gotta
question.
get me? So it's been a long time.
Time out. When somebody answers a question with so.
I always answer a question with so.
That means you already know.
So this is the thing. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't ask. It is just the men and the people that I attract.
I get that. But now think about this. Every man wants to be treated some type of gives.
I don't treat them like pay my food. Yes, thank
No,
you, peasant.
I don't even. Trust me. You as the
I have
the
amazing
woman that
conversation.
oh my god, the woman I know you to be. I know that's not your intention. I know that's not.
No, but sometimes that people want
Yeah,
to go to dinner
I love to do that.
and have great conversation
But now
with
think
someone.
about this. Me as a man that has to do that 99.999%
You
of
have
the
to
time.
use better
That
judgment.
0.1% of the time that I don't have to do it and the female's like, you know what? Your drink's getting low. Let me buy you another one. Me naturally, because I don't ever get that, I'm now looking at her like, oh my God, what's your name again?
Oh my God.
'Cause-
When your brother was on the show, he said the same thing.
Is that a
It's-
fact?
it's
Is
true.
it not a fact? Like me, I don't remember. I cannot
it
in my
doesn't-
head
Is it
remember the
about-
last
okay, so
female
tell
that
me
has done
this.
anything
It
for
doesn't
me.
Is it about?
It rarely happens.
Is it about the material, like the
No,
financial?
it's about show me you
Okay,
like
so
me
what if I
enough
can show you
to
that
not
I
just want to
like you?
use me.
What if I can show you that I like you and not buy you a drink, but I can show you how I like you by helping you grow your business? For free.
That's bringing something to the
because-
table.
Okay, there's
Well,
women that
because
bring
now-
other things to the table
it
instead
is-
of buying
it is,
you a
but here's the
little
thing is that-
$4 drink.
How many
No, but here's
women
the thing
are
is that
going
I would
to
like
help you with your
you-
business?
Maybe
I would
$10.
like you to come out of your hard-earned money and put it up. It's not and
Why are y'all so mad at that?
I'll tell you why.
Because I done spent way too much money on women. I have a lot
So
of
then
women.
you
I've had a
gotta
lot
get
of
you
women in
one
my
good
life.
woman.
No, because she cost me a shitload, and all she did was took my Instagram.
and I tell you, and-
Tell us about
Like
it.
what the hell? All she did was took my Instagram, bro. I'm talking about goodness gracious. My credit went down
took
30 points
everything.
because of her.
Took everything.
Okay, I done
So
paid a
tell
lot
us,
on
tell
her.
us what happened. You were in
She's
a relationship with
yes.
one woman.
I was in a relationship with one woman, okay? Now, granted, before we left, I took care of every duty as a man that I needed to, okay? In every standpoint, every way. I helped her career. I helped her personality. I helped her dreams. I helped her living. I helped everything that I could help as a man because I actually cared about this person. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
So for me, it's not about, oh, I'm doing this so I could think about it later. No, I did this because I love you and I want to do this for you.
It was authentic.
That's the only way things should be.
Yep.
It shouldn't be like, yo, I just want simplicity, so I'm sorry. I don't know if I could say the word. I just want to do this, so I'm gonna take this girl on a nice restaurant.
No, I get
I'm doing it for a reason.
So then
and
what
a
happened?
female,
She decided that, you know what, like,
no, she
I'm
decided.
upgraded, and guess what? I'm done with you, buddy.
No, how much of an upgrade were you gonna go to? I mean, you know, it's like bless your heart. it's one of those things.
So what
So
happened?
there wasn't really much of a thought process for our relationship. Honestly, like all relationships, we go through things. You know what I'm saying? We all have our issues.
Right.
My last straw was kind of my Instagram was hacked.
And she went on there and saw something she didn't like.
No, I didn't care what she saw. There was nothing that you can see anywhere on my Instagram and my phone that would make you feel any type of anything that you don't know.
So why
about
would
me.
she hack it?
We gotta ask. You know, why are we in
Call
war?
her up.
Why are
Rebecca,
people,
call in. We got a
why are we at war right now? Okay, why
She,
you know?
she definitely wanted to get back at you for something.
Yes, but okay.
She thought
y'all
you were
really
too-
want y'all really want the story?
I mean, we want
Yeah.
the story,
All right,
right?
look,
That's
all right,
what we
all
on the
right. So
show.
look, hold
Cocktails
on.
with Carly Toks.
Y'all gonna get the exclusive. Y'all gonna get the exclusive.
Damn.
Whoo.
Shout out to Trav in the back. Let's go.
Whew, shout out to Trav in the back because y'all about to get the exclusive. All right, look. Now, in the comments, I want y'all to tell me who's crazy in this situation. But
Oh, it must be
I had
good.
to take a sip to that one.
It must be good, y'all.
I took a sip to that one. So the day the day my Instagram was hacked and our relationship was over.
All in one day.
All in one day, yes. So I was my godson was being born. So I went over to his his mom's home to, just prepare and take care of the house.
That sounds so political.
And I got tracked. This is another thing.
tagged?
I don't know how women are tracking our phones, our Instagrams, our lives, our aunties. I don't know how this is
Tell
happening.
me more.
I mean,
You
with,
know.
with,
No.
with,
You know.
with technology nowadays,
It's
that's not
scary.
even-
It's a little scary. So, yeah, I got tracked. I was sitting there not doing anything. I was literally watching the dog and watching some on Power. I think it was Power. And, randomly heard some knocks. I was pretty scared. It was her. Random at like 4 o'clock in the morning, just banging on the door, talking about who you got inside. It's just me and the dog. So that occurred about 4 o'clock in the morning. We had a conversation. By 6 a.m., Instagram emailed me and said, did you switch your password? And then Facebook emailed me and said, did you switch your password? And then they both emailed me and said, did you change your verification names?
So you were seeing your whole life disappear.
Literally like this.
Disintegrate.
Like this.
You were
I'm
like,
talking-
no, I didn't.
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
I'm
God, not
literally
Facebook.
I'm texting. I'm like hitting them back in the email like, no, this is not me. Please give me back.
They're like, done. It was him.
No, like they changed and we don't know
So how
who.
did you know it was her though?
Okay, we don't necessarily know it was her. We're gonna say hypothetically, right? Now y'all tell me what you think. Hypothetically, I was called 2 days after my Instagram was hacked, and I was like, she called me and was like, I got all the proof I need now. I know everything. And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, that girl you hit in your DMs. I was like, I can't see my DMs. So how do you know who I hit up in my DMs? And she was like, well, I know everything. And I was just like, okay, well, since you know this, can you just holler at the people that you know that have my
Yeah.
Instagram and tell them to give it back? She's like, I paid the people that hacked your Instagram to give me the messages. Now, y'all tell me if this story makes sense.
No, it's not adding up.
Bless her heart.
She hacked it.
Yeah. But
How do you hack somebody's Instagram? Like that is
You've done it.
No, I'm not. I don't even.
nah, you don't honestly.
Like, that's
You seem pretty
crazy.
sensible,
Yeah.
for now.
No, I'm not gonna let anybody steal my energy. But not that you
Yeah.
allowed somebody, but I'm just saying, like, I don't let people.
No, I didn't let them steal my energy. She stole my Instagram. It's like my whole
Which is-
business, my whole
that's-
everything.
That's really grounds,
Everything that I went-
grounds for the relationship to
Yeah,
be
that was
done.
kind of like
That's
you'll do
grounds
anything.
to get the cops involved because that's
don't steal
crazy.
somebody's
But for me, it was just like I felt like I've done enough for us to grow and be dope individuals
So
together.
you decided after that, you know what? Fuck that. I'm not dating anymore. Just one woman. I'm going.
No. When I was in that relationship, I was very clear of what I wanted.
Oh, so then she shouldn't have been surprised when there were other women in your DM.
I feel like the miscommunication, because there's always miscommunication, and there's always two parts to the story. The miscommunication may have been, I may have not have been clear enough when I'm a host. I host parties. I do all of this stuff. So
I thought you were about to say something else.
No,
No.
I'm not. No, that was not what I was about to say.
I'm glad you said host.
Say that in English. So I host a bunch of the parties in the city. Shout out, Smokehouse, Azul. Shout out some of the clubs
okay.
that
Okay, yeah.
we turn up.
So
with.
you have to entertain various females.
That's tough for
business
some women.
purposes.
I'm also an R&B artist. Now, granted, my ex was an artist. So me being the man that understands the industry, I have to deal with her being fully her. So everything.
All of that.
I have to be okay with that, right?
Right.
And I have to sit down and understand that, all right, cool, you coming home to me anyway, baby. In the same way you should feel like,
Right.
I don't care what he does. He knows who he's coming home to. You know who I'm in love with. I'm a Leo. We love what we love. We don't
Right.
love anything around that. And we're very upfront about that.
So how do you feel not being in the relationship? Did it hurt you?
No, my Instagram hurt me. It hurt my business.
That's your business.
It's like my business, my bookings, like getting booked now is like a little bit harder.
So tell me, what is absolutely just off limits? Like what would you would never talk to
Disrespect.
this disrespect?
I'm
Do you feel like a lot of
big on
women
respect.
are disrespectful nowadays?
Yeah, they don't have respect for men at all, but that's because most men don't have respect for themselves.
Ooh, let's talk about that.
You like that, huh?
No, I was
I'm just a realist. You know what I'm saying?
mean,
It's
me
never
too.
look. I don't ever downplay any woman because women are queens. I have nothing but my mom, my sister. You know what I'm saying? Those are my queens.
Right.
So I would never downplay a woman. I'll never downplay a man. It's just the facts.
Why do you think it's a lot of fuckatry going on?
But
Like with guys,
all right,
girls.
It's a lot of fuck boys and fuck girls in this world. Okay, so
Okay.
everybody's just full of fuckery. Like women actually get more attracted to me when they actually hang around me. They'll be like, oh shit, like, I think I want to date this dude. No, you don't want to date me. You just fucking like the fact that I'm a real nigga.
Oh, so you think that there's no realness out here?
People don't even know how to be real with themselves.
Tokes, you think it's realness, or you think we're lacking realness?
I think it's on both sides.
I don't even know what that means when people be like realness.
I'm real.
Yeah, because
I feel like
really
people
don't know.
miss the conception of saying I'm real. I think that people mistaken that for being like an asshole or being honest
true.
about stuff
People
that they
do.
should probably
But
be a
I
little
think
more
that
candid
being
about.
real should be being really who you are. If you really are an asshole, stop faking and smiling to people and saying, "Hey, man, how you doing today?" No, be like, "Yo, I don't want to talk to you today, bro.
Right.
Like, have a good day. I love you, but I'll talk to you tomorrow." I think that even with women are like women. I've seen a lot of women put up with things that they know they don't deserve.
Oh, let's talk
You know what
about
I'm saying?
that. That's very interesting because I
Because-
think a lot of women do. You're right. I think a
Yeah.
lot of women are putting up with things, behaviors.
Yeah,
that-
because
Are
it's
they?
Yeah,
I
because
feel
they
like-
want to be in
I think so.
relationships. You're dealing. I know.
I feel
I know
like-
somebody
I feel like,
right
I
now.
feel like a lot of women are putting up with things that they don't deserve because they with somebody.
okay. I
Because
get what you're
they
saying.
with somebody that they don't deserve.
I get what you're saying.
That's
it's
an
the-
interesting
it's
spin on
it's
it.
the I'm gonna put up with you treat me like shit
Because you buy me
because
these things,
you're gonna take me to
or
dinner
you give
on
me
Friday.
these affordable, this lifestyle that I can never get for
Yeah, or
myself.
because you're this status or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
do you
And that's
guys
a fact.
do you guys constitute that as being like low self-esteem, or what would you think that that's in conjunction with?
No, I go with
Society.
That's like punching above your weight.
Yeah,
Do you think
but
it's
it's also
insecurity?
I think it's also
No, it's not insecurity. I feel like it's
It's a society.
It's
thing.
probably-
I gotta put on for my friends,
and it's
this is my way
probably
of
yeah,
doing
yeah.
it.
So it's that, and then it's also the fact that you feel like you could get more than you think you should
deserve?
get, or more than you could get.
So how do you guys feel when it came down to like COVID, when everybody was on lockdown, nobody can floss all their shit, drive all their cars, wear their bags?
All right,
Like,
time
what do
out.
you guys
We lived
think?
in Atlanta. We were all still doing that shit.
Right. But we
no, I get
were
what you're
shut down
saying.
for 2 weeks.
No,
I'll
I-
tell you what
and that was a
happened is
bit
that
much for some.
A lot of
It
people.
was like a good month or two.
I think there was a lot of humblage going on.
Very much so.
People were humble. They had
Yeah.
to sit in their own space in their little small apartment that they didn't have properly furnished because they never are there. They just want to live in
wow.
this status. I saw it on Instagram, or people that just always ate out, had chefs cooking for them and all that fun, that life, and they had to sit in their own like fucking space. That shit was. I mean, it was tough for me, but I mean, I have a comfortable space. But I'm just wondering, like, people that are living beyond their means and really trying to be this perpetuate and had to literally be in themselves to say, damn, I can't even post on Instagram. Like, there's
Yeah.
nothing that, like, that gets fed by social media and people
Right.
liking their dinners and all that jazz. So what do you guys...
I feel like people. I feel like people were humbled, and people's
For 2 weeks, huh?
people's people's valuations of themselves definitely got to
Right.
a more sustainable valuation because you weren't able to just go out and mix and mingle with, so you kind of had to deal with whoever you could deal with.
Yeah.
Whoever was
Damn.
COVID free and was in close
At the time.
proximity.
At
Yeah.
the time, because people were dying. So that's
I fell
interesting.
in love during
there were a
COVID.
lot of COVID relationships.
Yeah, I fell in love during COVID.
Yeah.
I
You did?
almost had a baby during COVID.
Oh, Jesus Lord.
Yeah,
have
for a
mercy.
fact.
Dun,
Right.
dun, 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 dun.
But it was also during that same period of time, I also learned a lot about myself. I also learned a lot about what I want in a relationship and what I'll tolerate, because I felt like that was one of those relationships where I felt like I was just giving.
Right.
Giving. It came to a point when my friends were looking at me like, bro, honestly, we still to this day think that I was in a spell.
A spell.
Yeah.
Somebody
to
put
this
some
day.
Santeria on you in the back.
We can hear you.
So anyway, so
Yeah, so no, I thought there was a spell put on me because all right, so I
Is
just
this the
always
same relationship?
No, this was actually a different one. I was in both of those relationships for a year.
Back to back.
Yeah, I think, and that's what the problem was. I think it was the first one I was in, and I I love that person so much, and they just didn't give anything, that it was kind of like, it was almost like, honestly, for a man that deals with a lot of women, and like I've had my share of women in my life, dealing with that and then dealing with the woman that's like, damn, I'm trying to give you everything, and you still ain't bringing nothing to the table. Like, I'm trying to tell you, like, baby, look, I just need you to do this, and we'll be all right. I'm gonna take care of everything else.
But this is the thing: you guys were unequally yoked, and you can't force
very
somebody
much so.
to be yoked with you and
Very
on the
much so.
same. If you can't, and
But
what
sometimes as men, we try.
Oh, and as
You
women,
know what I'm
we
saying?
try
Because
too.
we're like, oh my God, I see it. But that's why I get where women are like,
Right.
when a woman will deal with me and they'll be like, maybe one day he can be what I want.
What people have to realize is that it's one of those things where you have to truly like understand you cannot deal with just anybody. You can't try to force a situation or a relationship because it's just not going to work.
See,
It
but I
may
think
work
that
for a little while,
relationship kind
and
of
then
fell into
or-
it. Because that was really my friend. Like, we were friends, and then we kind of
But see, this is the
built
thing.
into it.
When you're friends with somebody, you got to keep it there.
Real shit.
Because if you try to intertwine and mix and match, you can ruin the friendship. And then there's no more friendship,
I did that.
and there's no more relationship.
And people are different with their friends than they are with people they're in
People are
relationships with.
people are different as friends
People
and
are
in a
almost,
relationship.
People are almost
Very true.
nicer to you
When-
in a friendship
Then in a
zone
relationship. Because in a relationship, you're more entitled.
Yep.
It's like
The
you're
expectations
obligated to do
increase.
this now.
The
As my
expectations-
friend, I could be like, no, I don't want to go to dinner and get drinks with you.
It's
I'm
like,
about
and
to
in
go
a
do this.
boyfriend, you're like,
It's
excuse
like,
me?
wait a minute, you're not gonna take me out? It's Friday, babe. It's like, wait, no, I don't. Last
Right.
time when I was just
Exactly.
hitting,
Because
you ain't ask me.
because if y'all were friends, it'd be like, I don't want to go out. Well, all right, I'm gonna take you out.
No.
No, as friends, yes, she will offer. All right, I got it, but let it be y'all dating. Fuck that.
I don't know the last time I've been taken out. I've been offered something.
Somebody take this man
I
out,
would,
please.
Look, time out. Think about this, all right? I know how to cook. I can sing. I will play the piano for a female. I will sit there and bless her heart. You know what I'm saying? She gonna get her heart blessed. You know what I mean? With the sham, with the sham. You know, I told you I blessed my family's name. So with all of that, I'm bringing what I need to the table. You need to get here, I got you. You want to have a couple drinks, cool. How about one of those days, just one, out of the 7 days in the week, you say to yourself, he's had a long day.
Well, then you know what it is. You're attracting the wrong women. You're dealing
that's
with the
not
wrong
what it
women.
is.
No, it's
What it-
1 to
what it is-
40.
What
No,
it is
because
that
I know women.
no, what it is that women, unless women get to a certain point where they feel like they want to be that aggressive, because women do consider that being aggressive, right? The fact that you're going to pay for a dude's drink. Some women might feel like you're
We
being
could say that.
thirsty.
That's fair. I can't come up with another
So-
saying for that.
But outside of that, women don't understand that. Look, if you would like to stand out amongst the sea of women, there are a bunch of guys who don't feel like they are appreciated by a lot of women. So all you have to do is like the smallest thing.
The
The
smallest.
smallest thing.
You could bring me a pack of gum.
So the
You know
thing
what I'm
about
I
it,
smoke. Bring me a pack of papers.
the
or
smallest
blunt.
thing.
I'm like,
And be like, hey, I got you this
love
because
you.
I thought
you know
about
what?
you.
This is
Real shit.
so. This
You know
is
what I'm saying?
this is actually very concerning because what type of women are you guys dealing with that are not even willing to go out of their way for you?
This is
This is
part of love.
2022.
Yeah.
This I have not. Okay. I don't want to keep saying this, but I have dealt with a plethora of women. Like, all my music is about my experiences. There's none of my songs that are like, "Thank you, baby, for taking me to Roof Chris." None of my songs are saying that vacation that she took me on was lit. It's like, damn, she broke
so
my
then
heart.
you need to, whenever you're dating someone, they need to understand your love language.
But
And so when
I
you're
make
looking
that
to be-
clear.
I said I don't even think it's love language. I think just across the board, culturally, women need to understand that. Look, every once in a while, just for shits and giggles, do something nice for a guy that's in your life. Do the smallest thing.
Right.
Could be a pack of gum. Could be a
It
drink.
could be anything.
It could be an appetizer. You know what I'm saying?
Anything.
Anything.
It could literally
the smallest
just be.
thing. It's like people have lost the art of being thoughtful.
I feel like
It's
that's
not about how
that's
much you're
for the-
paying. It's not about the fact. It's thoughtful. I thought of you, so I did this.
Right.
And now think about this. Think about this honestly, right? if women didn't think about it on a money situation, right? Because for men, most of the time, money is power.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? Money is a status. Money is power.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I appreciate
status
you.
and its power.
Money is power. Money is a status. But I have no crazy. I've been with some of the most beautiful women in the world, broke. I've been with some of the most ugly chicks with the most money in my life. Not ugly, because they're not ugly. Bless their hearts. You know what I'm saying? But they are not on the status of the women that
They
I
just
would.
have less symmetry in their face.
That's a good.
Less
Yo,
symmetry. Huh?
Yeah.
I'm using that. Okay, she has less symmetry in her face and in her bottom half, to where they weren't as attractive. But I had way more, if we're gonna consider it, power and status. And
I
there's
think that
also
if people like you, they like you.
they like me
Like, and
anyway.
that's just
They're
it.
gonna. This is the thing. When you're a man that could stand the way you are, butt naked with a dirty shoes on, with
That means
Versace
somebody likes
shoes
you
on.
because they
no,
like
because
you.
you could do it anyway. I don't have to have on a $40,000 watch for me to go talk to a bad chick. Because me personally, I feel like
Well, it's
if
all
you
about
don't want to talk to me, then bless your heart.
It is about energy and the energy that you perpetuate.
Yeah,
And
but most women
in terms of like confidence
won't talk
as
to
well.
a dude. All right, you ever seen these the gold digger things that's out right now?
No, tell me.
So on TikTok, there's a big joint of these gold digger pranks that they're doing right now. They're literally walking past girls, and a regular dude will go talk to them and be like, "Yo, what's up, man? Can I get your number?" And literally every time they're deading them. No, why you want to talk? This chicks get disrespectful. Everything like, why are you trying to talk to me? Would you look like you can holler at me? And all he does is say, you know what, you right. Beep beep.
Oh, and gets into the Ferrari?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that.
And what do they do right after?
Oh, hey.
Exactly. But as men, don't you think sooner or later we're gonna sit here and say, damn, that's all I gotta do? Think about how many lames are up right now. How many of the lamest dudes you probably ever met in your life got an extra 100 to 200,000 right now? Because I know a lot of lames that's up.
I mean, I just feel like, I don't know. I guess I don't see that.
Because
Well, you don't say that because you're not a man.
you're
Well,
one,
God
you're
damn
not
it.
a man, and you're also you're a different caliber of a woman. So when you're a certain caliber of woman, I know 10 chicks right now that I'll call that I probably haven't spoken to them unless they met me in the club one night. I'll call them right now and be like, yo, I'm going out to the club tonight. Pop out. They'll be like, okay, bet, I'm coming. Bye, 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 bye. Or I could be like, yo, I'm about to make you a nice candlelight dinner tonight. I want to make you something nice. Just pull up to my crib. They're not coming.
Nope.
Why? Because they want to be outside. They want to find where their come up is. They want you. After I just told you, yo, shorty, come to my crib. I'm going to make you dinner. They're like, why aren't you taking me out? Why don't you take me here? I like 1942. You don't never drunk in 1942 in your life. But you want, because I'm paying for your drink, and you heard your homegirl say it, I'm finna get some 1942.
So you think that these women, what they're doing, it's just all about chasing clout?
It's all
about lifestyle.
Men are the same way.
So percentage-wise, how many women? How real is it out there?
What do you mean real?
In terms of like people really wanting something that means something, or people just more so wanting something that they can just show socially?
I think it's 70-30 in my point of view. And maybe it's because of my lifestyle and maybe the people I'm around. I'm in the club a lot.
I'd probably say it's 80-20.
It's scary.
Yeah, it's
This is scary.
the times that we live in is lifestyle above all else, right?
For a fact.
So first you go to the lifestyle. Now maybe if you also happen to be cool, maybe we might be able to
helps.
make something shake. But
It helps.
lifestyle before any of that.
Yeah. Getting my Instagram hack showed me everything, right? I would go and give a girl my phone. I would always, yo, here, ma, give me your Instagram. They'll see, oh, shit, this nigga got a bunch of followers. That whole energy is different. I'm talking about, so what you about to do? Where you about to go? What y'all about to do? Where's the next spot
Well,
you
I
going
think
to?
that it also has something to do with the fact that people, because Atlanta is like a party city, people want to connect with a lot of people so that they're able to go and you know,
And live that lifestyle.
congregate
I
and
get
live
it.
that lifestyle. Because guess what?
Because
I may
they can't
know
afford
you,
it.
and I may know somebody else, but guess what? Where y'all going this weekend? Maybe they have tables, maybe they have bottles, and people just want to be
that's
apart.
all women know. It's not people just want to be apart. They can't afford it, and they know that we're gonna buy it.
Sit down, peanut gang, and back.
It's a fact. Women, how many? You know what I love to see when I walk into a club and there's 5 women in a section with their own bottle, own hookahs, and having a great time.
Then you go over there, hey ladies, and they be like, oh girl, look at him.
No, I'm over there in my own section with my own bottles and my own homies, and I'm like, yo, what's up, man? Y'all want to come party with us? Let's party together. I love
fair.
it because now our energies match.
When women see the bill at some of these places, they disgusted.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Some of the places
You
that
don't
I've
even
eaten
know
at,
what the bill look like.
They're so
Exactly.
disgusted that they're just like, better you than me.
Yeah.
Shit.
I just went out on Friday. What's today? Wednesday? I just went out on Friday. I got invited out by a group of young ladies. They're not
Careful
young.
with that, because
They're-
they'll have your ass paying the bill.
Oh, no. They weren't young.
Okay.
They were old. Bless their hearts.
Older.
They were mature, and I liked it because that's how I like my women. I like them mature. They came out, and usually when I'm at a club, all right, necessarily, like, I either get a comp bottle or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, or I take care of whatever we got to take care of before we sit down and
Right.
have all this issue.
So
I don't
I'll
want to
make
deal
sure
with
that
this.
when we ready to go out, I'm gonna call you and be like, can you take care of all that for me?
No. but this is also the thing. Knowing me and you being the sis and being the home, yeah, yo, Smarts, it's on Friday. I'm coming
Right.
out. I want to pop out. Yeah, it's no problem. I don't mind that because I'm going to do it anyway, and I like I pay for my experiences.
Right, I like
You're going to pay
that,
for a
yeah.
good vibe. Now, I don't mind doing it. I'm going to do it anyway. But now when a female was like, hey, girl, let's go out because I know this dude going to get the bottles and blah, 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 I instantly don't want to hang out with you anymore. I'm naturally,
But you have to
if you're not having the
remember-
best time, I'm kicking you out my section.
You have to remember that a lot of guys, because I've gotten calls from guys, and they're like, hey, Carly, like, I'm going to be partying here. Bring some of
that's
your
different.
friends.
That's different.
But guys, so this is what happens. That perpetuates a certain type of behavior. And then what happens is you meet her, and she's like, oh, let me know if you're going out, because I'm getting ready to come with all my friends and drink up all your bottle because all the guys like it because we're pretty, and that's just what we do.
Yeah, but most of those guys that these women are hanging out with, they could never be me.
On
Real-
period.
No, honestly, they could
No.
never. They couldn't even have my energy, and they can have more money than me. They could be a million times
But
richer
you know
than
what?
me.
It
It's my
comes
energy
down- you're
because I'm
right.
comfortable
And
with
then-
my
But
jeans.
it comes down to what their intention is.
Right.
They may want to hang out with a dude with good energy, or guess what? They may want to hang out with the baller so they could take pictures and floss in front of their friends.
so they can use up their money.
Right, but it depends on what their intention is. Just like you
But
meet women.
here's where it gets kind of challenging, right? Is that, and I feel like a lot of people are experiencing this, where you live a certain lifestyle, but then you hope that you can also get certain different results from a different type of lifestyle that you say that you want.
Yeah.
And by that, what I mean is that if you get used to going out, hanging out with guys to be in their sections and all of that, it's a certain lifestyle, right, that you get used to. It's difficult to then continue that lifestyle, but then also say that you want to be in a committed relationship. Because how do you intend to be in a committed relationship, but yet still go out to all these clubs and hang out in all these sections?
Well, I do
with all these
believe that
different
if
guys?
your intention is to actually meet someone, find someone, have a life partner with someone, I personally don't believe my life partner is in the club shaking it and throwing money and all that. Well, throwing money and
No, I
popping
feel you.
bottles.
But how many people are looking for their life partner? I'm looking for my life partner.
Oh, well,
I
then
want my
okay,
life
that
partner.
makes two of us.
But I want my life. You don't want my
No, I don't think I
But
want
my life partner, I want my life partner to understand who I am. I want my life partner to understand, okay, my dude's not out here thinking about, I'm always
How do you-
standing on the couch,
But see,
dancing
this is-
and shit.
this
I'm
is the
having a
thing,
great
Smarts.
time every night.
How do you say in one breath, right? I want a foundation. I want a woman that'll be like my wife, that'll be okay with my
And tell
lifestyle.
me how I changed that.
And then say, I want to be able to, oh, and if I'm in a relationship, I have my eyes on that one person. But then say you can go and have sex with another woman.
Did I say that?
Well, yeah.
Did
earlier.
I,
Run
or
a tape
did I
back.
say?
Run a tape back.
Did I say I want to have sex with my woman?
It doesn't
and
matter.
We can have sex
So
with
this
another
is
No,
my
it does,
point.
because what-
So this is
That's
my
a
point.
big difference.
He's showing a level of discipline where he's
And
saying that,
commitment.
look, there's not going to be another girl unless you involved.
So what people have to understand is there's nothing wrong with being sexually explorative as long as you are safe with it and that is your
I
intention.
feel like safety is the first thing.
And you don't, this is the thing, if you have the intention on wanting to be with someone that is okay with allowing you to be, like, only date women like that. Because the problem
That's usually
is,
what I try to do, and then they change.
Okay, because then naturally, they don't want you to share this amazing energy with anybody. They want
part
it
of
to,
it,
they
part of
want
it,
to
part of
for
it is that they
themselves.
feel like they can handle it until it's in their
Until they see
in
it.
their face.
Yeah,
and
very
it's just
true.
like,
Because it's always a fantasy and something that's very, just it's in the clouds. It's like, oh yeah,
That's not
sounds
true
really
because
fun.
I had a pretty understanding with a certain female, where if it wasn't for distance, I feel like we would be together.
Okay, so then that's a contributing factor, distance.
That was the only contributing factor in that relationship. But other than that, she was very understanding of who I am. She was very secure with the way I was as a person. Like, I'm just me. Like, I could sit in a room with 100 females, have we could all talk about sex, we could talk about cars, we could talk about your job. I could sit in a room with 100 females and feel comfortable doing that. I'm not gonna feel like, oh God, I want to fuck 99 of y'all. I'm not on that type of time. I mean, might be 9, but it's not gonna be 99. But now, granted, at the same sense, it's like I'm comfortable enough being me, being the person that I am, and say, okay, listen, babe, be comfortable with me being me, because I should be able to be comfortable enough, and the only type of women I want to date are women that can sit in a room and be that star in the room, but I don't have to ever blink my eye or worry about if she's doing anything
I mean,
disloyal.
I think that's amazing. I just don't think all that person wrapped in one is a one
Real?
person.
Yeah, so let me have 2. You just said it. You said it for me.
No,
Let me get one, and then let me get another half.
You want a woman that is going to accept you and your your desire to be with other women with her.
Yes,
and
with
then,
her. Only with her. Be clear about that.
Okay, so
Only with her.
Okay, so what happens when she decides, you guys do this, and then she decides later on down the line, like, this isn't what I want to do anymore? Are you still in love with this woman?
Yeah, but I feel like
foundation, are you going to be able to
I feel like
walk away?
if I love her enough,
Or stay.
and I understand, like, sacrifice is key. As she sacrificed that time period for me, I should definitely be able to sacrifice.
Okay,
that
what
time
if she
period
just
for her.
sacrificed 2, occasions?
You said 2 occasions.
I did. Bless your heart.
yeah, what do you mean? Like she only
She only
little
gave it to me.
sexapades.
She only let me
She
2
only let you do it
sexapades.
twice?
Yeah,
Yeah, just, you know what? I thought I could do it.
twice. That only means like we only was dating for like 30 days, right? That means this relationship is about 2 months long.
Right.
It's not enough for you. You're
That's-
not invested enough.
Bless her heart. I'm just saying.
Oh, my God.
I just think that, I mean, me personally, now don't get it twisted. I'm also still young. I don't have any kids. I'm enjoying my life. I make really fun music. I make really sexy music.
So tell us about the music. So your music is on all streaming platforms.
My music is everywhere in the world. Make sure y'all go stream it.
Yes.
It is, just put in Smarts. I have a single called How Do You Want It? It plays in a lot of the clubs in
Not
Atlanta.
How Do You Want It?
It actually is kind of
How
vibe with
do-
that.
Okay.
Oh, really? I was playing it earlier. You were like, not that
It's
one.
because that's not the one.
Okay, fair.
All right,
We're gonna
but
play it after
yeah,
this.
of course. How do you want it? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we can, but put the link right there.
Yeah, the link is going to be down here.
Oh, the link right here.
Yeah, right here.
So we'll have the How Do You Want It record.
How Do You Want It record right here on all streaming platforms.
Facts. That record is done amazing. That record is done. It's done extremely well.
I'm excited for you. That's awesome.
Yeah, and then I just released Nasty.
How does it go?
Let me be as nasty
Oh,
as you want. So it gives you the good outcome of what.
No.
Yeah, I mean that was it. You was in a soprano. I was singing it more like a low tenor.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's called Nasty. It gives you a good understanding of my energy. It's
That
like
is so what's up.
I feel
love
like
it.
the reason why I speak and I feel the way that I do feel and I speak the way that I do speak is
Yeah.
because I'm assertive.
Well, we can
And
see that.
Women, and well, let me talk to my men for a second.
Okay.
Men, we have to know what we want. And we have to actually be able to stand behind the things that we're speaking of.
Right.
Because a woman will never be able to tell me what I can't do if I say I'm going to do it. So when I say I'm going to do something, if I say I'm going to do this, do that, she can never throw that back in my face because it was done. Most of the time, because I've been in that position and in that place, it's never financial. It's always about what we want to do. So I'm going to always do what I want to do. So I always tell my women,
Yeah.
I'm going to treat you like a queen. the other things that I might do, I might treat you a little nasty, but bless your heart, I'm gonna treat you like a queen. But I might like my num.
Okay, so tell me this. So that was
Bless your
fair.
heart.
You spoke a little bit to the men. So
Yeah, we gotta stand taller. We gotta stand on our own. We gotta,
okay,
money ain't everything.
that's fair. So as we wound up the show, one question that you have for each of us.
One question I have for each of you. Well, that was a hole in my lip.
Or just a blanket.
No, I got this. Bless your
Go,
heart.
okay, I'm here.
I'm gonna ask you both.
Just give him a second, Carly.
Yeah, I had to think. You know what I'm saying? I'm smart, but.
Are you looking at stocks, sir?
Always.
I'm about done with this one over here.
This is about to be my question. Man, what are you doing?
Got
You
his little
put-
stocks over there like
are
it's
you-
a camera.
Are you putting or are
I
you
cannot.
what you doing, man? You doing options right now?
Hey, over there, Toks is over there.
Whatever that is
studying.
dropping fast as hell.
Yeah.
But question to y'all is let me ask you first.
Okay.
How me being a young man, me being a young single individual that is in a city where we have a lot of options, we have a lot of things, and I'm always big on learning. How do you feel me as myself and us as men could be better men in the society and just in the community that we in? To just, kind of drop a little game on some.
Yeah, I would say one, knowing what you want, and then also knowing that at the end of the day, it's really about building a family. Because it's going to come to a point in time where you want to build a family with somebody. Now, what that configuration looks like, it's really up to you, but it does come down to like that family unit.
No, big fact.
And so all the decisions that you make before then, consider that, because you definitely don't want to build a family with somebody who is not like aligned
Should be a
with you.
temporary person.
Right. And as you're out there, it's easy to just, make a mistake, and then all of a sudden that choice is now their decision as to whether y'all start a family or not.
Right.
And then now you got to start a family with somebody who you don't necessarily get along with. And it's already difficult just like raising a kid, not to mention with somebody who you don't really
Yeah.
fuck with like that.
Sheesh. That's real. That's why I don't have any kids right now.
Hashtag be safe.
Hashtag wrap it up. Hashtag pull out of bad situations.
I like that.
Bless your hearts. Now, my question to you is,
I like this segment, guys.
how can myself, as well as other men, be better men toward our women? With all the things that you heard that we feel like we deal with, all the things that we have to endure, and the things that y'all also have to endure with, all the fuck niggas out here. I'm sorry, I don't know.
It's all good. This is a family show, but it's fine.
Oh, okay.
No,
Well,
I'm
bless,
just joking.
bless your
Fuck that
families.
shit.
Bless your families. But yeah, how do we be better
So-
men? How can myself be better? How can me and Toks be better? You know what I'm saying? How do we be better men?
So, to be better men is to know yourself and to be grounded in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, in order for you to be good for anybody, you have to be good for yourself first. So, what that means is having strong faith, right? Faith and spirituality, right? Because you could be spiritual, but you also have to have faith in the higher being. So, everything starts with like a foundation of spirituality. Because if you don't stand for something, you fall for everything. I know your mom's probably told
Come
you
on
that.
now.
So
I love that one.
Yes, I do too. So it's very important that you are content and comfortable with yourself and confident, and men should be confident in themselves so that when they do take the next leap and the next step in life to engage with a woman on a serious level, they are stepping with faith, spirituality, being grounded, and knowing what they want. And then in turn, like we talked about at the beginning of the show or when we were pre-gaming, being able to lead that woman. You want to be able to have all of those wonderful attributes so that you're able to lead that woman into the family that Toks was talking about.
So it all came full circle, huh?
So that's what we do on Cocktails with Carly and Toks OGun. Smarts, thank you so much for joining
Come on,
us.
bless
Yeah,
your
we
heart.
appreciate
this
you.
We
is-
appreciate you. That was beautiful. It was wonderful.
definitely.
Shout out to the folks in the back.
Hey man, shout out to the people, man. shout out to the gang. You know what I'm saying,
Right?
man?
Shout out to Trav in the back. Where
Hey.
can these people find you?
Bless your heart. It's your boy Smarts, man. Make sure you go find me on Instagram. It's Smarts. Bless your heart. Go stream some of my new music. I actually have a project coming. I have two projects coming out. I have an unmixed tape that's coming out. It's gonna give y'all all some like exclusive vibes, some things
Okay.
that I never put.
I'm ready.
That's gonna be only exclusively on my website. So make sure you go get it. It's blessyourheart.com. Make sure y'all go get it. You can only get it exclusively. You can buy it with a t-shirt, get it for a little bit different, better price. And then I'm also going to be releasing a 5-song EP in April. That is called The Sex Tape. It kind of says it itself. Y'all know what y'all getting.
Let me know if you need some background vocals. I may know some.
Actually, just because she said that, y'all make sure that if y'all don't hear Carly on our interlude, we not cool no more. We're gonna just gonna be Smarts and Toast. We're gonna do that.
Right.
But I definitely want y'all to make sure y'all stream the music, man. Nasty is out right now, fellas. Trust me, play that for your lady. If she don't catch your vibe, she ain't really feeling you like that. And go get How Do You Want It. I'm teaching y'all how you want to be loved. You know what I'm saying? So
That's what we're
make
talking
sure
about.
that we go get the vibes. I
Love
appreciate y'all having me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Toast. Cheers.
Cheers.
It was a great vibe. Trev, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the gang. Shout out to everybody, man. Bless your heart. It's your boy Smarts.
All right.
That's like when we in church and the preacher did.
They're like,
Exactly.
They're like,
right? Toks, where can these people find you? Hey, don't shoot the messenger.
Okay, y'all know
Boredom
where y'all
stocks.
can find me everywhere. That's at Toks OGun. That's TOKS OGUN. It's everywhere, even the .com.
Even the .com, everywhere. And I am Cocktails with Carly. You can find me on Instagram at cocktailswithcarly_. Also, our show page, CWCTO and the number 1. Shout out to Trav in the back for making sure all of our vocals and our visuals are pristine. Toks, love you, fam.
I bet you ain't nobody
love you
ever
too,
take a
Carl.
live video while we was in the middle of the podcast. Man, I told you I was going to do something that ain't never been done. Bless your heart, man. We outside. Make sure you go tap in, man. Cocktails with Cardi. And we had a conversation with my man.
Hey.
Catch a vibe, everybody. It's your boy Smarts. Bless your heart.
All right, we'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.
Peace.